Hmm.
What the hell would you look at that? We're live.
Really?
Yep. Hello, everybody. How you doing today?
Excellent. There we go. Just refresh the page. Looking good. All right. Hi,
Excellent.
guys. Yeah, this is the inaugural video for EverSmart Labs here on our channel. Thanks for stopping by. Figured we'd start and just tell you guys who we are. Like, who are these two guys, right? Um, so yeah, I'm David Werba, obviously. I started seriously following the crypto and blockchain space around 2013. So I witnessed the fall of Mount Gox in real time. I remember it like yesterday. Remember the reactions in the forums and everything. Uh, and yeah, I kind of made the leap around 2015, 2016, and really started getting into development. And I started on Ethereum, right? So I joined I was part of the founding team at Music Coin. So even though it's kind of almost a forgotten project now with, the other music apps that have kind of surged past it, but we were the first streaming application on any blockchain. And we pioneered the pay per play model, which is obviously being used and it's evolved into other things today. But yeah, that was an important project. And yeah, I mean, everything changed after that. Kind of having that project under my belt, started advising on a lot of startups, and ultimately kind of migrated more towards EOS and other chains, and ended up joining the founding group over at Emanate. So that is the first music app on EOS. Um, Helped them out a lot in the first year or so, but the last year and a half I've been really focusing on, the EverSmart project. Um, and yeah, just over time, I've really focused on, building sustainable economic models, like really getting into that part of the project. And what's really unique about EverSmart, by the way, so I'm the CEO of EverSmart Labs. I'm also a co-founder of EverSmart City. And I'm also a board member and a partner at Smart Moose Inc., which you guys will be hearing about a lot more about pretty soon, because it's tied to everything that we're doing here. Um,
All one big happy
yeah,
family.
one big happy family. We have a lot of partners, a lot of entities, a lot of people working on the project. But yeah, what really attracted me to the EverSmart City economy, just as I was designing, is that it's resource backed, right? It's very rare in this space, and it's just something I've been piecing together and identifying over time, working on so many projects, is watching a lot of startups struggle because they fall into that like 95% bucket of projects that aren't really backed by anything, right? Backed by speculation or hopium that they're gonna attract 10 million users to their application to finally have a fully liquid market. Does it happen? Of course. But this project is very unique. We have some unique elements that just haven't really been seen yet in this space. We're really pushing the cutting edge on a lot of the stuff that we're doing. And yeah, so I'm going to pass it over to my buddy Nick here, who I begged for a couple of years to kind of get into this ecosystem. And yeah, finally working together on a big project here. So yeah, Nick, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. So those of you who may know me from other places, the biggest one that you may remember me from was from the Uplift. I was the server administrator there. I also did a little bit of the PR work and stuff like that. So, and mainly I was the guy with all the bad jokes and all the bad puns. And you may have heard of this one small thing called Nemesis. Yeah, that was my little baby, and that was my contribution to the world. I apologize for anybody that ever got frustrated while playing it, but you know what? You had a lot of fun doing it. I am 99% sure of that. So, as David said, he didn't have to beg too hard. But he did go ahead and, poke and prod and be like, hey, come on, come play with me. And I've been a server admin. I've been a infrastructure designer and stuff for 25 years now, and building hardware, building and making software work with it, and making it all talk and dance together. That's been my superpower for the past 25 years. And he brought me in a lot of projects where I have gone in and saved some servers, gotten some new ways of thinking, made some processes work a little bit better and stuff like that. And once he got me kind of hooked on this idea of a smart city, that just got my nerd happy. Let me tell you, it was really cool. I mean, a smart city, something that could go ahead and not only monitor all of your stuff, but make your life easier for you and pay you back for it. Simple, no brainer, man. I mean, I sat there and I'm like, ooh, this is cool. But then the nerd guy in the back of my head is like, you get to play with a whole bunch of new toys and you get to figure out how they work and you get to make them work with each other. And that, I mean, that was the last little bit of convincing that I really, really needed for to get involved with this project. But those of you who really, really know me beyond the goofball that sits there and, makes bad jokes and bad puns and stuff like that, know that I have a heart that's bigger than the whole entire continental US. I love my fellow man. I love communities. I love all that kind of stuff. And I've always been a big proponent of leaving things a little bit better than when I found them. And this is the embodiment of this project. Um, with the smart city, we are basically going ahead, reducing the carbon footprint on that cities have on the world here. And by using wax, we are going ahead and reducing that carbon footprint as well. So we're just reducing. And with the fact that the community is going to be built not only on just, the people that are sitting there, but the people that are sitting there and earning the token, earning the NFTs, and also encouraging the people around them in the other communities to go ahead and do the same. That makes me really, really happy, because we can sit there and have a closed economy. We could have it just be in the city and that's it. And we'll still make a good profit.
Yeah.
Everything will be fun. But it's only when you involve the community at large. And I'm not talking about just the people that are right around you in the cities that we will be building in. I'm talking about the person that's out in Saskatchewan. I'm talking about the person that's in Minsk. I'm talking about a person that's in Alaska, that they can get involved in this and they can work with us, not only to get really, really, really cool NFTs, but also work to get, a little bit of this profit share, and also just to help, not only are these NFTs going to be the most like innovative stuff you've ever seen in quite some time, it literally is going to help you save the world by doing it. I mean, what, David, what else do you
No,
need
I
on a
mean, the
project?
other, yeah, we mentioned this a little in the Uplifter show, NFT game day,
Mhm.
but like we made the decision early on. It's like we don't want to build a bubble economy. I mean, it was just something I identified early on, analyzing other projects where they come up with solutions, legal compliant solutions, but the it can only grow so far, and it only includes like a small number of people, and it's in like a private ecosystem or something like that. That stuff doesn't interest me personally. I don't like to work on, private blockchain type of projects. I like, full transparency type of data feeds where everyone can kind of see what's going on, and build and grow confidence, and yeah, just be a part of the whole growth process. So yeah, we designed this in a way where uh, residents of the cities, the IRL in real life cities, are incentivized to live there, and they're incentivized for positive behaviors. And we will, be putting out videos more in depth about that. But anyone can be involved as a participant in what we're doing. And yeah, it's just cool. So the other thing, so like Nick was, working on the uplift projects, and Yoshi, and a lot of those cool projects throughout the summer and everything. And it's before that though, like the first 2 years of the NFT world, we were both just analyzing this really deep. I mean, I've watched hundreds of projects, launch from start to finish. I've seen a lot fail. I've seen a lot succeed. I've seen markets dry out. I've seen markets explode with these projects, and I'll always just kind of taking note of, the good, powerful aspects and the bad ones, right? And I we're also in tons of forums. I mean, it's just part of our daily process. I'm sure you've seen us around, and we chat with people and just read. I'm always reading, right? And throughout that experience, like we designed this new phrase. I mean, we call it sustainable gamification, right? Because it's kind of, piggybacking on the movement where everything is going, right? The deeper purpose of the NFT, the purpose, the utility beyond just the collectible. And we're really going to be pushing that forward with the series that we're launching. We're not going to be the type of people or the type of company that is going to mint, like over mint, like trigger happy with minting, where those NFTs are forgotten a year from now and ignored. Like I see that way too much, and it bothers me as a buyer of it. And I see how it bothers the communities, where it's just like, hey, you built this up to be this amazing Genesis NFT or the amazing like founders NFT, but and it was never mentioned again. Like 2 years later, it's like forgotten. And it, to me, a lot of these projects are glorified cash grabs. It's kind of like a drawn out cash grab, and then they kind of slowly, fizzle out and walk away. It's not going to be us.
Yeah.
I assure you that. Yeah.
We're in it to win it, and we're in it not only just because we want to, we want to make money, but we're in it because of the fact that we're in it for you guys, the community. We want to sit there and we want to once again, we want to make the world a better place here, but we also want to make sure that our community is happy as well. And the way to do that is through sustainable gamification. If we can keep as many projects alive that we've got for the longest time that we can, that's not only a win for you because you've made an investment in this one project that went ahead and launched at the beginning of beginning of now. And then 3 years later, you're like, oh man, I wish I didn't buy that one. It's not, it's not doing anything. We don't take that as an answer. It's going to do something. I don't care if it's a stakeable asset. I don't care if it's something that's going to go into a metaverse. I don't care if it's something that's going to, win you a fun little t-shirt, or it's something that could possibly win you a trip to one of our cities or something like that. All things paid. It's going to have some sort of utility. I promise you that.
We're not going to abandon it. So a perfect example, the drop that's happening in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
That's it's a free promo NFT, but it's putting you on the whitelist for all the projects that we're launching throughout this year and beyond. But it's also going to be a stakeable asset, because we are going to be building a staking platform, and we're just full disclosure, we're hoping to launch that, by around August. It's going to be an important part of, this whole economic model that kind of ties all of our projects together.
Yeah, David, I hate to disagree with you, because remember, we tagged that off because it was a lot better to go ahead with the nonprofit group to go ahead and do the staking.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah. The entity that's actually, building it is going to be a nonprofit. And Nick and I will be advisors on that.
So technically we're going to build it, but we're going to build it with the nonprofit. We're going to go ahead. Yeah. Here's what we want, and let the nonprofit take care of it. Because once again, when we're talking about building community, let's build a community and, spend the money where it's necessary, not sit there and overpopulate and not be like, oh, we're doing this because this is a cash grab. Oh, we're doing this because this is a cash grab. We're going to be lean, mean, but we're going to, just have as much fun as possible. And we're going to create the best content you've seen.
So yeah, I like to say we a lot. When I say we're doing this, like we is collectively like might be a dozen different entities by the time, you know, we get to summer. We have a lot of people, a lot of companies that are, we have a unified vision where we've all just kind of come together to build this coalition behind everything that we're doing.
Yeah, but when the only people you've ever seen are just me and you,
I know.
I mean, we've got people like Sophia on our side. We've got Jim McManus. We've got people like Ted Wilhelm on our side. We've got so many people that have gone ahead and joined with us in the whole thing. And we have one person that will be joining us hopefully real soon that some of the people may know and already have loved. So we're all about, like I said, we're all about the community and stuff like that. And when we can take some of the better members of the community and help them to build our community, win 100% completely. So,
yeah.
And we're down to 1 minute and 37 seconds.
Yeah.
I know there's probably a little bit of a delay because of, you know, the Zoom thing, but yep, gentlemen and ladies and anything else, start your engines. Take a look at that timer ticking down.
Yeah, we're going to be claiming here too. Make sure this.
Yeah. And this time it's going to work because dang it, I have gone through this so many times. I've called too many people, talked to too many things and too many technical things. It going to work.
It's going to work.
And if not, you may see a grown man cry.
Yeah, we double and triple checked and all that stuff. What do we got? A minute? Okay. Excellent. Yeah. So, I mean, again, this is all this stuff. We're going in phases, right? I mean, we have to kind of release information in steps here, but this is where it all starts. Yeah. So these, even though they're promos, these are important. This is where it all begins. So go claim them for sure. They're free. Let's see here. All right. 20 seconds.
Gonna do a quick reload. Want to make sure that, you know, everything is all good. Would you look at that?
It's always smart to do a before you claim. Where are you 14. At? Yeah, our clocks are the exact same. Not surprised.
Okay.
All right. Cross your fingers.
4, 2, 1.
All right. Boom. Come on, baby.
Realize I'm signed in as EverSmart Labs. I got a
success. It was success for me.
Woohoo! Hey,
right.
I actually did something right for once. Can you freaking believe it? It is amazing.
Approve.
All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and get mine.
Success. Okay. Wow.
Would you look at that? 338 have been sold already.
Holy cow. We had no idea. We really didn't market this that hard.
392. Let's just watch these numbers go up, dude, because this is a fun thing.
It is.
And it's not fun to just see the numbers go up. It's fun to see that we have this many people that believe in us. And that makes me really, really happy.
Yeah.
We kind of stalled out here at 392, but that's fine. To see that so 392 divided by 3, that's about 100 and something different people.
That's good. So we set it to run for 2 days. You know, my guess is it, you know, might take I don't know, maybe an hour.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep. Yeah, for me to be able to view the chat, I'm gonna have to stop the share for a second. Want to see what you guys are thinking.
Cool.
Paul Baldwin says, you guys are far ahead of the population. Please help us catch up with your wonderfully progressive vision. We try, man. We try. And with your help, Paul, we will hopefully make it. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for contributing to this. And remember, you are going to be part of the early adopters here. And when you're an early adopter in something this magnificent, you're going to have a good time.
Yeah. The other thing I forgot to mention, like with EverSmart Cities development, I mean, there has been a lot of work. I was saying on our last live stream, I mean, that it's like over 2 years of preparation to reach this point right here. We did an internship program at Arizona State University, and we had 3 consecutive semesters. We had their sustainability department. We had 30 different interns working on this project, did a lot of great work with us. Some of them have, kind of stayed on with us. Couple of them we're going to bring on and hire, in the spring. And yeah, gosh, there's maybe 50 people, I would say, that are kind of working on this project right now. And we will be bringing them on. You'll start to kind of see them in the forums and the live streams and everything.
501, baby.
Oh, beautiful.
That makes me happy.
Yeah. I
Yep,
had
and
no
that
expectation.
Neither did I, but this legit makes me very, very happy. David, what can we probably expect to come from these series? I mean, is it just going to be one of those things where you get a 8-bit rendering of me or you or something like that? Or is it going to be something where you're going to get a, I don't know, like a little placard saying, you helped us out? What's going to be coming up?
Well, so next, the next series is going to be the official launch of EverSmart City, the founders NFTs.
Right.
So those will be for sale. And I believe we're going to mint 9,700 of those. And those are very important. And we will explain those when we're getting close to that.
Hint.
So and then, yeah. But yeah, just moving along here, Nick, is like after that, you're going to start hearing the phrase smart moose pretty much everywhere.
And when you hear that phrase, and when you hear me start saying the moose is loose, you're going to understand really why I mean the moose is loose. Because not only are we going to have some really, really incredibly freaking cool stuff for you guys, the innovation that's being put into this and the security that we're going to be implementing for really, really soon within it, it's going to blow your mind. I mean, it's not only like 4th dimensional thinking, it's like 92nd dimensional thinking. It is just way out there. And I've just got to say thank you to our 2 Oscar-winning special effects artists, visual effects artists. These guys have done stuff that from movies that shaped our youth. If you're as old as I am, and can you tell by the hair? There was a guy that did a lot of prosthetic work and stuff like that, and he is one of the people that helped shape part of my childhood. And then we've got one of the guys that did all the special effects, or I'm sorry, a good chunk of the special effects for Independence Day. They worked on Shrek. They worked on just so many other different things, and they've won awards for this stuff.
Yeah, over 100 big budget Hollywood movies, and it's like that's where the space is right now, right?
Exactly.
I know there's a bunch of ex-Hollywood guys working on other NFT projects, but these here, let me say this. When Nick and I are working with them and just kind of shooting the breeze, I'm like, what's attractive about this ecosystem? And they were able to pinpoint it. Jeff in particular is just the removal of middlemen, right? It pretty much applies to almost every sector within the blockchain world, but it's the same with Hollywood. Like when you're making a big budget movie, just kind of the red tape you have to go through just to kind of do a shoot or something, or do some crazy special effect, and all the approvals and all the extra budgeting and just all these steps to do a little 5-minute shoot. And the guys behind those shoots are the creatives, right? They're ready to go 3 months ago or something. And it's just man, all this stuff you have to go through just to do these tiny creative bursts. And we're looking at the NFT space now. It's all that stuff's gone, right? So we're just doing the creative stuff and we're able to just put it out there. And yeah, it's been amazing kind of seeing that transition with a lot of the our creative team, where, and to see how excited they are about this space, and, you know, and all the aspects that we're kind of redefining with this project.
And here's the one thing that you mentioned, David. Whenever we're in a strategy session, I think there may have been one where I didn't come out with a smile, but every single strategy session we've gone through, just knowing what we're going to be bringing to this table, knowing what we're going to be bringing to this ecosystem, knowing what we're going to bring to each and every one of you out there. It's
a blast.
Yeah, I can't, I'm always a guy with words. This is me sometimes. I'm like, I just can't stop smiling. It is going to be, even if for some stupid reason this turns out to be a failure, which it won't, the amount of fun, the amount of innovation, the amount of ingenuity that exists within our team and the Smart Moose team and the EverSmart City team is something that I wish I could give to every single person on the face of this planet. That happiness, that feeling of holy crap, we're doing something, and we're not doing something for just the monetary gain of it. Just that little feeling of happiness. If I could package that up, put it in a VIRL NFT or something like that, and get it to you guys for free, I would do that any day of the week. It is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing to be, you know, part with David Werba and the guys that we're with. And we want you guys along for the ride. That's why we are putting out this promotional NFT to get the founders level NFT, because when you get the founders level NFT, you're going to be part of the new generation of NFTs. You're going to be the part of Web3 that is going to take all these other ones that are like, oh, this guy's a rug pull, this wasn't working well. All the negativity that you see around this, just what we're doing right here is going to erase a good portion of that, because we strive to do good, not only within our cities, we strive to do good within the entire ecosystem.
Well said, Nick. Let's let them go, man. I think this is probably going to run another hour or two, which is fine. Tell your friends, you know, spread it around social. And yeah, I think that's it for tonight, guys. We'll be back soon.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Rebel Tales, thanks for being up this late in the UK, man. We love you, and looking forward to having you with us. Until next time.